Bluetooth device 1 disconnected.
All right. Shalom to the elect. All right, scattered about the four corners of the earth. All right, before I begin this live lesson, continuation of Psalms 116th chapter. All right. I'd like to first start off by giving all praises, honor, and infinite glory to the King of the universe, the Ancient of Days, the Father of Spirits. Okay, through His only begotten Son, Kahalal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Kahalal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, the water, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, giving us the spirit of truth in these last days when the world cannot receive. I would also like to give double honors to the apostles and the other great millstone that taught us this truth, in who do the world like a thumb. And it's always peace, love, and citations to the Kwani Wa'akim, which is the beloved elders and brothers standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh, or Yahushua truth, and in sincerity scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, predestined, all right, preordained, predetermined to receive salvation, all right, from the utter destruction that's going to primarily take place here in Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom of Egypt, known to you today as America, home of the slave, the land of the freaks, right? Okay, I'm that fellow servant Quan from Great Millstone Tampa, Lord willing, edifying lesson, all right? Just continuing on, all right? So we're gonna get right to it. Psalms 116, as I actually couldn't wait to, get into this, of course, dealing with worldly affairs, all right, worldly affairs, right, all right, that's just what we have to do. But at the end of the day, bro, it's getting ready to get real bad, and I've been meditating on this too at this at the job. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at Jake, because Jake training and shit right now. So, but I'm looking at Jake, and Jake really taking this. I'm not saying that I'm not taking the job serious, but Jake really be taking a job like that's it. It's nothing past your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality. That's how decreased of a level of faith our people have been re-educated in through the philosophies of the so-called white man Esau Edom. All right, you've been stripped from belief. So if it was not for the Lord sanctioning the elect and ducking off certain men who gonna stick to this word, whether, all right, okay, all right, whether it's you get it or not, that's up to the Lord. The Lord did that, man. Sanctioned certain men in certain camps. All right. All right, sanctioned certain men in your camps. All right, your city, your city, your state. All right, to be a little sanctuary, okay, to where he can come in, dial in, all right, and be able to give you the spirit, okay, so you can be able to eat, all right, learn, listen, level up, drink as well too. Scripture say, come, buy without money. How can you purchase something, all right, without even having to pay or drop a penny on, not even a dime? You know how they be like, oh, I had to drop a dime on that. Bro, we ain't had to do, bro, nobody ain't had to do nothing. Yahushua is all about Yahushua, bro. Yahushua did what no man on earth will ever be able to do, All right, you will never be able to do it. It can never be done again. And he's about to show you that he is number one. And how do we know that? Because prophecy is fulfilling itself on his second return. So we got to comfort each other knowing that as bad as it's getting ready to get, we got Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, all right, personally in our own walk, all right, in our own individual walk. The Lord has been showing you, all right, through micromanaging you. The Lord has been micromanaging you on earth, all right? You know what I'm saying? As he's managing the whole earth, it's already done to him, but he micromanaged you. That's some serious work. That's some serious love, all right, to be chastised and to go through the correction facility of the Heavenly Father's spirits. That's why we open up the lessons with giving praises to that name. And knowing that, not only knowing that when you give him praises and reverence to that name, he's the God of your nation. All right? Okay? All right? Your nation, so-called black man, so-called Spanish man, so-called Puerto Rican, you so-called Mexican man, you so-called Jamaican, you so-called Haitian man, you so-called, all right, Colombian, right? Even you tribes that look like the heathen, right? Because we scattered abroad. The sins of the sea, Isaiah, what's the Isaiah 10? You know, going into Isaiah 1. Slocky, let me get it. Hold this real quick. Because the Lord has returned unto his elect. This is Isaiah chapter 10, right? Isaiah chapter 10. Slocky. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. Tweaking. It's called to all. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escape what? Escape philosophies. Escape the chains, all right, of having an Edomite over you, man. All right, and that's it. Like Jake just stopped there. Again, going back to the opening statement I made earlier, going into people stop at their paycheck. You stop at your retirement plan because you already, your father seen it, your great grandfather seen it, your grandfather seen it, now your father seen a retirement plan. He got you on the job, so now you like, I'm straight with my retirement plan. To hell with prophecy. What y'all talking about? Whatever. Not in my lifetime. I'm going to retire. I'm 17 years deep in. 401k, retirement plan, pension. You sleep. Okay? These missiles here. The RFID, which is the MOTB, is here. The house of David being built up right under your nostril. You breathing in prophecy, bro. That's the fresh air. All right, you over there. I'm sitting on top of. No, you not. You getting ready to get missile food for all you unbelievers. Esau, Edom chiefly. All right, and 2/3 of our people who cleaving unto his pension. All right. This is not the time to have your mind frame locked in your retirement plan. All right, because you not about to retire, bro. All right. You people out here tweaking. But the Lord got the elect ducked off. This is Isaiah 10 in verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. Yeah, so that's you staying upon this your help. All right, Esau, Edom, in your check. A lot of you people, without you getting paid, bro, you ain't shit, dog. I'm saying, but we're coming to a day where ain't nobody gonna be paid. It's gonna be all hell breaking loose. A black swan event, all right, and the real you gonna come out, and it's gonna be shown. And your woman gonna leave you too. All right? And we the prophets, bro. We just telling you how bad it's getting ready to get. Your woman gonna leave you because your true colors gonna show, unbeliever. All you niggas out here who came up against the prophets, talking that crazy shit, man. All right? Got to do the parentheses because you talking crazy like you got it all together. But you stop at retiring. You stop at a pension. You stop at a 401k, nigga. Shit trash. Meanwhile, the Lord got the elect, his men, the prophets, taking the hell off. All right? Why? Because, again, like my last part 2, the reward comes with prophecy being fulfilled. All we got to do is prophesy. You doing all that hard-ass work trying to prove yourself for a missile. You did all that to be destroyed, bro. Okay? And the Lord has some of y'all walk past the camps. The Lord has some of you walk work amongst the prophets. All right? Yeah, he was very zealous when he first came into the truth, gave you his channel. I'm saying, all right, and that's I'm speaking not only for myself, but for a lot of brothers, you know, that zealous state, right? You came out there, you ain't seen nothing happen. Now everything happening. Now you trying to find, you crazy as hell, man. The Lord see everything. The Lord know your hearts and your true intention. And again, nobody can touch the Lord's elect. Why? Let's get that real quick before I get this next scripture. The remnant of Israel. How can you slide through a whole chapter like Psalms 116? Oh yeah, that was a chapter. Crazy as hell, bro. These words stick. St. John 10 and 27, start verse 25, Yahushua speaking. Yahushua answered them, I told you. Hold on. I'm going to start verse 22. Woo! Woo! Yahushua was bro, this is how you know the elders and apostles of great millstone on earth. All right, the Lord is dealing with, because the Lord stirs up, all right, division. I'm gonna start verse 19. St. John 10 and 19. There was a division. There was a division. All right. St. John 10 and 19. There was a division, therefore, again among the Jews for these things. And many of them said, not a few, many. So when we read about Yahushua, this is how you feel about us. The same way. We come in the stead, we come in the mind frame, and we come under the yoke of Yahushua. All right? We can keep ambassadors of Mashiach, all right? Disciples, okay? All right. You know? But we come under the mind frame of Yahushua, so that if it fit you being hated, many against you, all right, you are in the same stead as the Mashiach Yahushua, which in the Hebrew, for those that don't know, will be the Messiah. And Yahushua, which is he delivered, he saves, which will be his true name, which was ridiculed, lied upon, and now till this day, you people still call him, all right, by another name and another God, because he been getting shitted on from this day. But when he returned, all right, which they seen him die, all right, they seen him get put on the cross, all right. Now when he come down, it's doomsday. Now this is your judgment. And Yahushua coming back with the whole heavens, but Yahushua coming back with fury. This ain't the lamb no more. And that's what we've been trying to warn y'all of. Okay? This is a lion of the tribe of Yahweh. This is the first under Yahweh, man. Getting ready to step here on earth. His presence is being stirred up by prophecy being fulfilled, man. World War III, RFID, JT, all right? And the elect getting sealed, man. The house of David, man. See? We're getting ready to take off. When? But for everybody who sat down here and made this place your rest, all right, in your habitation, via wickedness, via doctrines, all right, I should say warn to you, they go down to Egypt. So you trust in this devil, you're gonna perish with him. You see what I'm saying? But for us, we getting ready, bro. Prophecy is showing you need to be uplifted, man. I'm coming to get you. Is what the Lord is showing us. With the Lord, the communication we getting by things happening on earth is I'm coming back to get y'all that really believe in me, man. That's the communication that we're getting from heaven, man. All right. Hey, shalom to the sincere brothers and you sisters out there on the comment board, man. Lord willing. Lord willing, the Lord have mercy on you, man. You really believe in the Lord. All right, you really take this thing, take your life serious. After the lesson, analyze your life. And that's the spirit. Because the job I got right now is I'm a analyst. So analyze your life, man. You know? Look deep down within yourself and analyze. Do I really trust the Lord? Do I fear the Lord? Do I have a personal relationship with the Father's Spirit that I'm willing to give out this flesh? If it needs be, Lord willing. No man know that. But the Spirit gotta override you in that time. The Spirit gotta be on you. It's the Spirit in man. All right, and that's what we have done tapped into. That's in the Revelation 11 chapter. Starting off with our forefathers. All right, okay, and the elder prophets. Okay, with Elder Abba Bivens on the scene. Elijah, all right, coming back. John the Baptist coming back, man. See, to what? Turn the hearts of the fathers, all right, back to the hearts of the sons. And the hearts of the sons back to their fathers, man. This is order being established, man. And now who got that baton of truth today, after that period? Okay. It's the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. So I said all that to say in so many words, you ain't got the juice, right? The elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down got the juice, man. And the juice is a spirit, man. All right? And if you can't get that, you gotta take that up with. You need to go ask the Lord why you don't got it. Why you got time. Because this flood that's coming, if you ain't right with him, you gonna get all right, what happens when a flood come through? Come on, bro. But this time it's a flood of fire, it's a flood of missiles, man. And none shall escape, and none shall miss their target. If you fear the Lord, then you'll receive it. St. John 10, all right? And Salaki, you know what I'm saying? I see these songs, the Lord just wanted to get all this off. You know, the Lord wanted to get all this off, man. St. John 10, verse 25, Yahushua answered them, I told you, and you believe not. The works that I will do. Oh, Salaki, I'm getting to the point, Salaki. St. John 10 and verse 20. And many of them said, he have a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? And that's why I'm doing this lesson. The same way, all the lessons we do. You look at us as we mad. Yeah, in the spirit, we hot because we ain't on top. We the top nation. But we've been on the bottom. But prophecy is lifting us up. Our reward is prophecy being fulfilled. But you like, man, I was mad. Nah. And many of them, it said many, not few, many, all right, do not believe. Let not the incredulity of them trouble you, brother, because you believe and you stick out like a sore thumb, all right, in your family, all right, and things just don't go right. But the Lord always, it's a test. He always got you in that position to where you call on Him. In your mind, you like, man, this shit ain't going. You'll step outside, go to your AutoZone, all right, go to Walmart, like shit sweet, check out, hey, what's up? But bro, you get back home in that mind, you know the Lord, yeah, Lord there dealing with you. All right. So the same thing with them, man. Bro, many of them did not believe in Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Shai was on the scene. All right. They did not believe, bro. It says, and many of them said, he have a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? I mean, spirit, Yahweh Shai is him. We can't get enough, will not get enough. Can't stop getting enough of Yahweh Shai, man. And Yahweh Shai and his sacrifice that he made for us to even be here and given us the opportunity to be a part of the Lord willing, the elect. Because we all, the scripture say, all our righteousness is filthy. And that's why it's the whole trial, bro. It's a whole trial. This whole flesh, it's all experience, man. It's an experiment. That's what I meant to say. It's an experiment to see who really belongs to him, man. And that's in Revelation 3 and 10 in the GNT. It's a trial of one's fidelity. Okay? Tempted to either, I wanted to say even and either. All right? But even if it was our life, Lord willing, Lord keep the spirit on us to go all the way. Because that's what it's about. The spirit got to be on you to give your life for what you believe in, man. Niggas don't got that type of drive. And Jake is a driven nation. All right, very motive, you see Issachar. Scripture says he's a strong ass, man. Right? All of Jake, everything Jake do, he gonna do. Bro, Jake is great in wickedness. How much more the right hand side, man? All right? So we don't we don't put hands on eternity. All right? And that's what we're reading, that's what we're holding, and that's what we're going to stick to the end. To the beginning. To the end, to the beginning of us, man. St. John 10 in verse 21. Others said, these are not the words of him that have a devil. That's the elect speaking. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? Yeah. So if a demon on me, how are you able to see? That's how Yahweh Shai was stepping. If I'm a demon, if I'm going off, how can Satan cast out Satan? How can he trying to put niggas out? I brought this man back to life, man. She was dead. Get them out of here. He brought her back to life in front of, man, hold on, let me get that account, hold on. See, I'm getting stirred up in the spirit. You niggas gonna get it. Hey, that's what again, the stamp of it is gonna be the miracles. The miracles gonna be, that's gonna go, again, you're gonna have a lot of people saying, these niggas is weird. These niggas some demons. How can a demon cast out a demon, bro? You niggas just don't believe, and that's why the Most High gonna kill you, man. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna read this in NIV, and it reads the prelude of it. Yahweh Shai raises a dead. Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, the King, raises a dead girl and heals a sick woman. All right. St. Mark 5 and verse 21. When Yahweh Shai had again crossed over by the boat to the other side of the lake, a large crowd gathered around him while he was by the lake. That's right. Because they seen your house, they seen your outside, they seen the power. And people, and what Jake do? Jake always gonna marvel. Jake marvels. Jake always trying to figure somebody out. That's the spirit of Israel. They always trying to figure something out. But when it comes down to figuring out righteousness, they cannot get that. But the elect can. Then one of the synagogue leaders named, yeah, you know what? Let me get this in the KJV. Jake said part 3. Jake said part 3, Psalms 116. Jake ain't even touch Psalms 116. That's how you know it's the spirit of the Lord. Like, nope. College shot. St. Mark 5 verse 21 in the KJV. And it reads, you have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill. Slacking. Make sure I'm at the right spot. Mark, slacking. St. Mark 5 and verse 21, and it reads, and when Yahushua was passed, or in the KJV, and when Yahushua was passed over again by a ship unto the other side, much people gathered unto him, and he said, and he was nigh to the sea, and behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue. It says it's a J there, all right, but in the Hebrew, you know, I'm not sure what his name is in the Hebrew, but it says Jairus, right? All right, sure, something like Uriah, something like that, right? Okay, don't quote me on that. Okay, it says by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet and besought him greatly, saying, my little daughter. So he fell at the feet of Yahushua, okay, and besought him greatly, man. All right, so he was eager to, he believed in Yahushua, bro. He believed in the power. He believed in the, he was the son of the Most High, that all things were possible. And look at what you niggas did because you wanted to be somebody. Gave Yahushua up, number one. That's why when he come back, he gonna flush you and show you that in the spirit, you ain't nobody. That's what Yahushua did. He flushed everybody to show you that, bro, you ain't him. You ain't number one. I'm number one. Let me show you how significant my lot is. I'm on the right-hand side of my Father now. That's how Yahushua stepped. He came to finish. And that same mentality is in his man. Okay, that he died for. All right, chiefly. That's in Revelation 5 and 9. All right. Okay, that's why John wept. Like, bro, if he didn't do it, bro, we would be everybody waiting on the missile if Yahushua didn't do what he did, man. We just waiting to be a part of the missiles, bro. And that's a nasty ass death. That's a scary death, bro. Malachi 4:1 ain't nothing to be played with. Okay? Jake scared of burning himself when he lightened up his blunt. Jake feel the heat on that blunt. Damn. Jake feel the heat coming out of the oven. Jake like, damn. All right? No? But that ain't even regular. That ain't even heat. We talking about true heat. We talking about a day that's gonna come that's gonna burn up the whole place. The whole United States, man. Which in the scriptures, in prophecy, is Babylon the Great. John seen it being a lake of fire, bro. That's everything getting heated up, bro. That's something you gotta ask yourself personally, who bringing this type of heat? Because your lighter can't do that. Your oven can't do that. But the Most High can. Yahushua can. He can light, and then making another example. You another example of trying and playing You could say he ruleth in the kingdom of man. Ain't nobody touching the omnipotent. He just come down here and move man and set man up with him. Yeah. Most High live forever. How you gonna put the Most High in a box? And how you gonna put the Most High in the flesh? If the Most High came down here in the flesh, you will want to kill him because he's too pure. Everything about Yahweh Shemel Shai is pure. All he see is purity, man. See? He's too pure to step. He's too pure for you to see him. All right? That's the power to be feared. That's who bringing this day that's going to come burn this place up like an oven. And you niggas still ain't afraid? Cool. You, again, going back to one of my lessons through the spirit part, Yahweh Shemel, the Lord put the spirit on me to do. When the Lord bring this sword out, this sheath, it's going to all make sense. And you still don't know what the sword is. You don't know who's yielding the sword. Okay? You don't know the name to call on to be delivered by the sword when it gets swung. You know? Take this out here. My retirement plan. My pension. Oh, man, bro. Through St. Mark, bro, that's why the best thing going for Israel is prophet. St. Mark 5 in verse 22. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogues. All right. It says, Jairus by name. And when he saw Yahushua, he fell at his feet and besought him greatly, saying, my little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her. And we're going to have this power too. Okay? Everything Yahushua did, okay, he said that his elect men are going to do, and they're going to do greater. And the Wadi Yahushua, Lord willing, the man of great millstone be those men. All right, that was which I believe that. All right. Personally, I believe that. Okay, the elders gonna get the powers. I believe I'm gonna get them powers, man. That she may be healed, and she shall live. So that's gonna be the first acts of power, because the Lord gotta trust you. Okay. He trusted us with the Spirit. He healed us with his Rakakudash. Verse 24. And Yahushua went with him, and much people followed him. Much people. And throned him, and a certain woman which had an issue of blood. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much it. All right, because that goes into something else, but I don't want to go into. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Ooh, bro, look at this. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna jump down. So I just want to bring that out, right? So now, because he had on his way, Yahushua did another miracle. On Yahushua's way, he did another miracle. The woman with the issue of blood. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump down. St. Mark 5 and verse 36. As soon as Yahushua heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. If you don't believe, as the elder priest Asha always says, man, you can't receive. If you don't believe, you won't receive. As soon as Yahushua heard the word, right? So it says, be not afraid, only believe. Verse 37. And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. Okay, so Yahushua had the heads, right? It says, in elder apostle Peter, all right, James, all right, John. Okay, these are our elders, bro. All right, verse 38. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly, right? So Yahushua came into this, he came and he seen Jake crying greatly, bro. And you know how Jake be when Jake be wailing, bro. Jake be wailing. You see Jake at the funeral? Jake be like, I'm not finna cry. I'm not finna cry. On his whole way there. Whole way there on the funeral. Man, no, I'm him. I'm tough. I ain't all that crying. Y'all gonna cry before I cry. Shit. And he be the first one crying. All right? So you can only imagine how serious, all right, it was, bro. It said well greatly. It didn't just say well, it said well greatly. So, all right, it was a lot of crying till Yahushua pulled up. So Yahushua brought his man too with him to say what? Fear not. He said, be not afraid, only believe, dog. And that's how we coming in this time, brother. That's what just came to mind was 2 Ezra 16 and 74. It's gonna say, be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is the Lord is getting ready to guide us to win, bro. And we ain't seen him but we can say blessed is he that have not seen him and believe. We believe Yahushua stepped 2,000 years ago, bro. We showing you our belief. We conducting ourselves a whole certain way, a whole conduct in 2025. We live like we ancient. In 2025, we live like we lived in the ancient world, man. To the best of our ability. How about that? How many niggas ain't doing no shit like that? Niggas can't even comprehend ancient. Niggas don't even know what the etymology of ancient mean. To even conduct himself a certain way. See? So there are certain men out here who the Lord dealing with, man. Programmed them. Giving them the mind frame, all right, of Yahushua, man. Thousands of years of knowledge in their head, man. Giving them the program of the past, present, and future. And then giving them the spirit, the attribute of humility to lock them in and made the anchor of their soul, bro, to depend on Yahushua to save them and free them from this vessel. See? All we waiting on is to be free so we can actually live life with Yahushua. Other than that, we tied to prophecy, man. And again, I can't get enough of saying this through the Spirit. The reward comes with prophecy being fulfilled. It's going to start on this side. The power, the reverence, the glory, all that's going to start with your obedience towards Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? I'm speaking to me. All right? Obedience is going to be rewarded because you fear the Lord. So by default, it's just saying, hey, Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, man. Look how he moved. When you read about Noah, look how he moved, bro. There's men moving just like Noah because there's a flood coming all around the world. That's why I say greater deliverance. He did that with one man in his family to show you how serious he is about his elect. Most High, he desires perfection, man. Most High know all. Come on, how can you fool a power that calculated every time you blink, that has calculated every time you breathe in and out? How can you calculate a power like that? How can you number somebody so unestimable like that, man? Yes, the Most High, his throne is unestimable. You better fear the Most High. Most High Yahweh is too much for you, man. He spoke you into existence, everything about your life. Okay, if the Most High deformed you, he deformed you. If the Most High let you live to be 91, it's all calculated. Every step, everything. Most High let you live to be 700. Okay, or the longest man to live, almost a 1,000 years. I forgot his name. You know, in Genesis, you know, because my mind going real fast. All right. But you brothers know, man. Okay, he lived 969 years. You know, man, the Lord too clutch. And the scripture say a day to the Most High is 1,000 years, man. He almost reached one day of eternity. He almost reached one day of eternity, man. You know, so bro, we ain't experienced. And look at bro, Jay going at 20, Jay going 16, Jake on the block 12. I seen the clip. Young Jakes, man. All right, 12, 13, talking reckless. Yeah, I thought that was still my block. Blah, 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 getting like, then like it then like the clip will go to rest in peace. Like, damn, he was 12, he was 13. What happened to him? He was on the block. How you get off like that? How you go from 969 years to 12 years like that? The Most High, who inhabited eternity. But you know, I want to get off topic. Yeah, St. Matthew's 5 in verse 38. Yeah, the Most High in depth like that. He's too deep. You could say his wisdom, his knowledge is unsearchable. In Romans, right? This is St. Matthew's 5 and verse 39. And when he was come in, he said unto them, right? Because they was weeping greatly. So when Yahushua came in, he said unto them, why make ye this ado and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleeping. In verse 40, this is what they say. This is what they say to Yahushua. This is what they say about us. And they laughed him to scorn. They laughed at Yahushua. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel, because Yahushua knew every spirit. So it was written for them to laugh and be marked in this incarnation, so they don't have to receive mercy. That's how cold Yahushua is. He gave the secret download of completion to one man. And with him getting that complete download, he revealed those mysteries of the kingdom to his men in order. All right? It says, and them that were with him and entered in where the damsel was lying, and he took the damsel by the hand and said to her, Talitha Kamai, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And that's that solo leveling. All right, you brothers out there that watch solo leveling, you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Because what came to mind right now is Yahushua is Yahushua is the ultimate Jin Wu. Because what did he do when he arose? You brothers out there know what I'm talking about, man. When he arose Igris, the blood red. What was Igris doing though? Igris was in the castle waiting on the king that was never coming back. His loyalty. You brothers know that. All you brothers out there who seen Solo Leveling, you already, brothers watching it again. Brothers watching, we watching it again. Because Jin Wu is an example. All right? Jin Wu is bro, that's Yahushua, bro. You see? He sacrificed his life to go through the system and complete it. Because what? When he reached season 2, when he reached level 100, which is what we want to be, what you want to be. You don't you want to be at 100 overall? Who don't want to be at but everybody don't got that access, right? But at 100, level 100 overall, what? It said one who overcame adversity. That's Yahushua. Level 100 is overcoming adversity. Yahushua did that. He flushed the flesh. How many of your kings out there, so-called Chinese men, so-called, since y'all like to laugh at Jake, so-called Elam, all right? All right? You East Indians, man, you see? You, come on, bro. We ain't got to talk about Esau. Come on, bro. Let me see what God can I choose today, because ain't talking about you. But what other king out of all you nations has inhabited immortality? What king out of all you nations has defeated death? There is none. And that's what we brag and we boast in. We boast in the king who defeated death, man. Mashiach Yahushua. See? He overcame adversity for his nation, man. And we showing that love for his love by presenting our body as a living sacrifice for him in obedience to receive mercy via his name, Nomen Omen, Savior. man. Can't nobody save out of this but number one. Who did what? Overcame adversity. So again, going back to solo leveling, when he arose Igris, when he defeated him, right? You know, when he defeated Igris, what did he tell Igris? All right, because he leveled up. He was given that ability to raise up the dead. What did he do? He told Igris, arise, man. All right, and that's what the Lord has did into us, the 144,000. He told us to arise, man, in the spirit. We are a spiritual, immortal army on earth in the flesh, man. A spiritual, immortal army in earth, in the flesh, man. Getting ready to be immortal, man. Amongst you, man, you crazy as hell, boy. You know what type of blessing come with this faith, man? Do you know what type of blessing resting? You know the promises that's hanging in the Baccaria, man? You people don't understand that because you don't know. The mysteries was not revealed unto you, man. This love runs deep. The love of Yahweh Yahushua runs deep, man. From heaven on here on earth. How serious he is with the covenant he made with our forefathers, man. How serious the elect is, man. It's a promise inside of these man's DNA. You see? Inside of them lies victory. And it's nothing they did. They just chose predestined, Ephesians 1st chapter. Beloved, elect, precious, man. You see? Because I'm getting fired up, man. You know? Because the Most High is not playing by these elect. How do we know that? Because he gave the elect Yahweh Shai, man. Number one, to bring the 144,000 back in order so the nation of Israel can be established in order, man. See? St. Matthew 5, all right? In verse 41, and he took, all right? And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha Kamai, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose. Yeah. Oh yeah, spirit. Where I'm at. Bro, we ain't even touch songs. The Lord wanted this to come out, so I'm going to bring it out because the Lord wanted it to come out. Hold on. You niggas out here tweaking. You ain't really out there go. All you Christians, you ain't going hard for what you believe in, dog. You ain't going hard for it, dog. You ain't got a lot of meat. Stop lying to yourself, man. Stop lying to yourself. You ain't built. Like, put the Bible down, bro. Stop. But see, you gonna keep doing that dumbass shit to the famine of the word here, and we ain't gonna be out there. Cause you ain't built. Hold on. Oh yeah, the water Yahweh. I worded it a little different. The Lord says, slow down. Revelation 6. Slacky. Oh, come. Slacky. I'm a little fired up, I ain't gonna lie. Revelation 1 and verse 18. I am he that liveth. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. I am he. All right. I am he that liveth. I'm going to read this in the NLT. Okay. Revelation 1 and verse 18. I am the living one. I died. But look, I am alive forever and ever. And I hold the keys of death and the grave. That's right, man. So Yahweh Shai hold the keys of death and the grave. So what the fuck you afraid of? All right? Yahweh Shai he holds the key of death. Read this again, man. People don't understand how serious these words is. This is red letter. This is blood, man. Yahweh Shai spoke it. He did it. He walked it. He overcame it. And he is. Revelation 1 and verse, he is the deliverer. All right. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Revelation 1 and verse 18. I'm the living one. I died. Yeah, but look, I am alive forever and ever. And I hold the keys of death in the grave. So Yahweh Shai hold the keys of death in the grave. So St. Mark 5 and verse 41. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha Kamai, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. So what? He had the keys, all right, of death and the grave. See that? And we getting ready to have that power too. And exercise that power in these last days. Verse 40, so they can believe in Yahushua. Because they go, how did you do that? But they're going to say it was a demon on him. That's why I read earlier, okay? That's why I read earlier, all right? Oh, that was in John. That's why I read earlier, he has a devil on him. How can a devil raise a, how can a devil bring somebody back to life? How can a demon, bro, it don't make, stop it, bro. You niggas just don't got faith. That's what it, you just don't believe. I'm trying to get it, I'm getting upset because you don't get it. Nah, hell nah. You just don't believe. St. Mark, verse, I ain't getting upset, bro. I'm at dumb peace. Internal tranquility. All right? You just don't believe. St. Mark 5:43, last verse. Verse 42. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was, so they was mourning greatly, wailed greatly. Verse 38. It says, and straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, right? And they were astonished with a great astonishment. That's what's coming today, bro. In these days, Esau getting ready to cut these cities off, lock this shit down, cut the lights off. You're going to run out of tampons. You women getting ready to run out of tampons. You getting ready to try to go up here in your mind and try to find an exit. And ain't no, every door locked. 12 locks, 7 locks on them. Complete number of locks. And the only door that's going to be active or available for you is the man of the Lord. Isaiah 4:1. And that's just how it's going to go. Because we going to have that power. That's what the Lord doing. All we got to do is prophesy. We ain't got to do ain't nothing crazy about this. Ain't nothing crazy about this shit, bro. Just believe in the Lord. Stick to the script. Prophesy, edify, comfort each other, exhort one another daily. All right? Okay? Because that power going to shift everybody's mind frame. Even Esau. All right? So just stick to the script. Stay in order, bro. Dumb discipline, man. Stay in order. Fall in love with chastisement. All right? Save the water for correction, man. Happy is he, okay, that despises not, all right, the correction of the Almighty, man. Don't throw out the opposite. You choosing me worthy to be, to suffer for your son's name? Let's go. It ain't cute. It don't feel good, bro, at all. But guess what? You got to have a certain spirit on you, man. Because if you can deal with the humiliation, you can deal with the honor. So just deal with it, bro. Yahushua did. We read about it. They laughed him to scorn. Verse 42. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years. And they were astonished with great astonishment. And he charged them straightly. And that word straightly, it don't mean he charged them in a straight line, like everybody walk out in a... No, bro. That word straight is S-T-R-A-I-T. Which, for those that don't know, let me just get it real quick, man. All right? Because we know you're not going to look it up. Okay? You're not going to look the words up, bro. I'm already knowing. We already know. Jake don't need etymology. What's that? Jake don't know what the hell going on. Well, that's why you got Romans 10. How shall they know without a teacher? Straight. All right? And it's the verb to score, strike. All right? It says, slock it. Slock it. Hold up. Hold on. All right? To score, strike. Furrow, groove. All right? Let me see. Because some more I wanted on this. Wadi Habashim Shai. Straight. This is the word I wanted. The Wadi Habashim Shai. Lord said, this is it. The water. I'm gonna just jump down to the point. All right. It says the sense of difficulty, man. All right. Narrow part. Narrow passage of water. Narrow. See the adjective straight. The adjective for straight, narrow, not wide. Tightly pulled. So the Lord, again, if you the man of the Lord, if you one of the Lord's man, He's gonna pull you straight. Okay, He's gonna straighten you. He's gonna wring you out, man. He ain't gonna leave you out there. All right, okay, to be destroyed. The Lord gonna wring you out. He gonna get everything out of you, man, because you His man. He's straightening you. So again, it says, and He charged them straightly. So that was a charge. Like He meant that, man. All right, like, bro, when I showed y'all, this is why I had to move. I move off because them niggas don't believe. But the mother and the father, I want y'all to see the power of the Lord. And they here today to get the blessing. You see? So it was for her to, it was for that miracle to happen and that multitude to be out there so we can read. Should say, blessed he said, he that readeth, and the things are written aforetime for our learning. So we can see, like, bro, this is what's coming again. People gonna be going through some shit. Multitudes. And the Spirit of the Lord is gonna come rushing mightily upon the elect. And a miracle gonna happen. And they gonna be greatly astonished. And what you think we gonna say? Oh yeah, oh I'm him. You gonna rip you gonna, come on, bro, stop playing. We gonna call all Yahweh, the Wadi Habashim Shai, for finding me worthy to even be a vessel to distill such great knowledge and power in that day, man. The Lord is getting ready to give certain man a drop, a tap of immortality, a tap of it. Not even dress you yet. The Lord ain't even. We ain't even reach the bodies yet that's promised to us. The Lord gonna tap on brothers' spiritual power, and whoever get that dose of eternal power, they gonna know just what to do with it. And he's putting them through that trial called life right now. Okay, because they're in obedience, and when the Lord see it fit in Jacob's trouble, the Lord gonna tap on them, and our people gonna be willing. Jake gonna be willing. When they see the power that you watch on TVs and 5 stars and thumb it up and go to the movies and eat popcorn and yeah, we need to watch that. Nah, ain't gonna be no watching it again. It's gonna be right in your face. You're gonna actually see man flying, breaking the sound barrier, man. All right, all right. You know that's for later. But you're gonna actually see man raising the dead. You're gonna see somebody run down the street. You're gonna actually see somebody teleport. You're gonna actually feel the power of somebody disappearing. Who? Gone. Like y'all gonna so you can believe, Jake. And that's gonna be for the elect. But for everybody else, it's gonna be like he got a demon on him. That's what we're reading about. See? It's gonna say, well, man, this is impossible. You can see it in your Hollywood, but with the Most High, He got men out here that's gonna what you think the great men and the kings, all right, great judges, all right. King David, man, did, man. His mighty man. Samson, Elijah, Elisha. All right, it was a realm. It's a realm getting ready to be open unto us on the highest level, man. All right. Yep. So St. Mark 5 in verse 43, and he charged them straitly that no man should know it, and command that something should be given her to eat. So yes, she had to eat. She came back in the. He summoned that spirit. He called that spirit back, and the Most High showed. He gave you how a shot at, like you my mans, bro. Pout, like, bro, Yahweh shot everybody, bro. Not everybody's like it. The elect knew who Yahweh shot was. They know who he is today and what he's standing in prophecy, man. All right, and what he's getting ready to do. It's gonna say, tarry in Jerusalem until you be endued with power from on high, man. All right, but I ain't even getting the song. But you know what? I'm gonna close out on all right, I'm gonna close out on the next scripture in Psalms. All right, call your shot. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 116. All right. Psalms 116 in verse Psalms 116 in verse 9. Psalms 116 verse 8. For thou hast delivered my soul from death. Woo, come on, bro. For thou hast delivered my soul from death, mine eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. That's Jacob's trouble, man. All right. We're getting ready to be delivered from death and our eyes from tears. We're going to be put in a situation where you're going to be teared up. I'm speaking to myself. All right. It's going to get like that. But the Lord, that's why you got to do the work now. You got to put it in now for the Lord. Scripture say, St. Luke, shall he not avenge her that cry unto him day and night? It said speedily. Yahweh Shai coming to get us, dog. And we all getting ready to be positioned into that position for the Lord to call on us. It's going to be all on time, whether you here in the States or whether you out there in the Far East. All right. London, you know, because it just came to mind. All these, wherever the year like this, man. The Lord is getting ready to deliver you from death and your eyes from tears and your feet from falling. Verse 9. I will walk before Yahweh Shai in the land of the living. Verse 10. I'm going to stop here. I believed, therefore have I spoken, and I was greatly afflicted. All right? So yeah, with this truth comes affliction, and that it comes with you cutting off the world. Because the world gives you the doctrine of mirth. This truth gives you the doctrine of affliction. That's Isaiah 48. I have chosen you out of a furnace of affliction, man. All right, so I'm gonna hop on the comment board and I'm gonna close it out, man. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. You know what I'm saying? Jake only read 2 scriptures. And Psalms 116, that's how you know it's the spirit. Alright? It's all the spirit. I'm like, yeah, let me continue on. The Lord said no. The Lord went to the last gear. Alright? Because you people don't know what we think about or how we feel or the things that we go throughout our day to come up with. And it's not even us. It's the Lord the whole time. Stirring the spirit up to do the lesson, man. So that it, Lord willing, it can be edifying. It can be comforting to you, man. All right. So, and shalom to you, sincere I can walk on the comment board. Lord willing, you was edified. You was fed, man. All right. And it's comforting to you, man. That's what a lot of my lessons is. You know, that's really one of my greatest talents is to comfort. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, see here. Yeah, ate the water out. Methuselah, the water. I already know it wasn't Malach's dot, that's Yahweh Shai, but I knew it started with the M, the water. Genesis 5 and 27. Southern Kingdom warrior, the water. Genesis 5 and 27. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. That's right. So he almost reached the grand 1K. All right. So that's right, man. And hey, brothers, it's Chris 8. Damn. Hold on. Like I'm about to close out. Like I'm about to close out, bro. You know how many times you don't watch the Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Kabar lessons, and they open up real quick. I'm gonna make this real quick. You pause it, it say an hour and 10 minutes. It's because it's the spirit of the Lord that hop on the beloved elders and apostles, great millstone, on down. All right, and you got to be thankful, bro. I'm walking to work this morning, 5 in the morning, walking to work. Cast me not, bro. Cast me not from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. That's all I kept saying, bro. Because without it, you just a walking suit, a walking meat suit for a nuclear missile, man. Sirach 18 and verse 10. Slakia, verse 9. Verse 8. What is man, and whereto serveth he? What is he good? What is his goods, and what is his evil? The number of a man's days at the most are 100 years. So we've been numbered, right? The Lord, that's mercy. The Lord just started trimming down that mercy, dog. Verse 10. So now look, for us to have this truth, for us to have the elders and apostles, great millstone, us to have this truth, bro. Look at the mercy of the Lord. The doors of repentance is closing, bro. Okay? Our forefathers lived, and they lived good. I'm saying great. I'm talking about, having their diet. Come on, bro. We ain't even got to go on there. But we got to, the earth needs a reset. It's on its way out of here. And that's when Yahweh Shai gonna come. It's going to say a child is born. Okay? So, Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus in Apocrypha chapter 18 and verse 10. As a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity. That's right, man. All right. So he a day, bro. A day was like a 969 years. That was like a drop of water in the sea. That was like a drop of water in the sea, bro. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody messing, bro. In a gravel stone in compare. So Methuselah's life was like a gravel stone in comparison of the sand. So the Most High is to leave that man alone, man. Just fear him. And you 20 niggas, what that song is by Boosie? If you make it to see 25, nigga, you an OG. Damn, you an OG at 25? Cause of Tupac? Trash. That's trash, dog. 1,000 years of gravel sand. That mean you wasn't even thought about, bro. Talking about this nigga Tupac. 25, you're an OG. Boy, Jake through, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Oh yeah, let me go back to the comment board. So Thwada. All right. Yeah, Al Shracha Yashrala Thwada at 4:41 p.m. All right, 144. Kala Shashai. 1 Peter 2 and 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, and a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. That's right, man. So we in that light now, man. So let it shine. Okay? Alright, so yeah. Shalom. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna grab this from D Dubs, so that way I made sure I got a comment from scripture from you brothers. Alright? Okay. This is D Dubs. Alright, Romans. That's right. Romans chapter 10 verse 14 in the KJV. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? Yeah. How you gonna call on somebody you don't even believe? How can you? That's like, come on, bro. You get in trouble, all right? You get in a car accident. You don't know who to call. You don't even know your pop's name. Come on, bro. I'm saying? Whatever trouble you find yourself in, you don't know who to call on. Come on, bro. Every time we see some, bro, before we walk out the house, like Elder Pastor Bar said, you ain't clothed all the way until you clothe yourself in the prayer. I find myself saying it every day more and more. All right, getting myself into that. Of course, you know we pray. Of course, you're gonna pray when you leave the house, you get in the car. But looking at it and analyzing it like that in the spirit, you ain't fully clothed until you pray. Stepping out the door, that's a different level of thinking. It's a different level of belief. So how can you believe on who you praying in if you ain't been what? It says, and how shall they believe in him of who they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? So you got to be taught this, man. All right, but so yeah, you know, closing out on Psalms 116:8. All right, we believe. 8 going right there, spirit. I believe. So you believing in this word, you believe in the Lord, affliction come with it. So we're going to leave it right there. All right, and Lord willing, edifying to the elect, we give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to the King of the universe, the Father, Spirit, the Ancient of Days. Kahalayim, Abanawa, Alhainawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Akakadash, the water, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, the Spirit of truth. In these last days, whom we cannot receive. I also would like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone that taught us the truth and do a world Bakatham. And as always, peace, love, and salutations to according to Achim and Shalom to the beloved elect, man. Lord willing, edifying. Huh.